Today, we'll talk about why infantry mobility vehicles, IMVs, are considered a crucial asset for armed forces. But before we get into that, let's break down what these vehicles are all about and how they fit into the armored vehicle family. So, when we talk about armored vehicles, our minds usually jump to tanks or infantry fighting vehicles. But there's a whole spectrum out there. From the heavy-duty main battle tanks to the versatile infantry mobility vehicles, each serves a unique purpose on the battlefield. Armored vehicles generally fall into several categories: main battle tanks, NBTs, infantry fighting vehicles, AFVs, armored personnel carriers, APCs, and infantry mobility vehicles, IMVs. Additionally, there are other specialized vehicles such as reconnaissance vehicles, tank destroyers, engineering vehicles, self-propelled artillery, and anti-aircraft vehicles, all of which operate within armored formations. IMVs go by various names, including armored cars, quick-reaction fighting vehicles, armored light specialist vehicles, and mine-protected vehicles. Infantry mobility vehicles, IMVs, are specifically designed to navigate the narrow streets and alleys of urban areas, making them essential for security forces operating in such environments. Unlike armored personnel carriers, APCs, which struggle with maneuverability in urban settings, IMVs offer the agility needed to respond rapidly to threats and move through congested areas. While some may argue that APCs provide superior protection compared to IMVs, it's essential to consider the context. APCs are built to withstand heavy machine gun fire, which might be excessive for the threats encountered in urban warfare, such as small arms and improvised explosive devices, IEDs. In such scenarios, IMVs, with their capability to defend against these specific threats, prove to be more suitable and cost-effective options. Both APCs and IMVs can be armed with mounted machine guns or grenade launchers. During any ambush, this allows security forces to suppress enemy positions and also provide covering fire during assaults. For instance, let's consider the comparison of two vehicles, the Kalyani M4, an IMV costing around 5 crore, and the Tata IPMV, an APC priced at approximately 15 crore. In an urban warfare scenario where the primary threats are small arms fire and IEDs, investing in the more cost-effective IMV like the Kalyani M4 or the Tata QRFV, costing around 2 crore, would be a more practical choice, considering their suitability for the environment and the specific threats faced. It's crucial to tailor the choice of armored vehicles to the operational requirements and threats faced in a given environment. In urban warfare, where agility, maneuverability, and protection against specific threats are crucial, IMVs often offer a more practical and cost-effective solution compared to APCs. In a wartime scenario, the Indian Army gears up for full-scale preparedness, and IMVs play a crucial role in this preparation. Historically, manpads and MPATGM were operated by individual soldiers. However, in modern warfare, we witness a significant shift. IMVs now serve as versatile platforms, enhancing both efficiency and effectiveness on the battlefield. Imagine a scenario where the Army is getting ready for potential combat situations. They're not just deploying IMVs for transportation, but are integrating them with mounted machine guns, particularly those capable of firing anti-tank guided missiles. This means that these vehicles are not just for moving troops around, but also for providing heavy firepower when needed. Now, it's not just the big IMVs that are being armed. Even smaller vehicles like the Maruti Gypsy and Polaris MRZR, which are highly maneuverable all-terrain vehicles, are being equipped with ATGM capabilities. This ensures that the military has a diverse array of vehicles ready to respond effectively to various threats on the battlefield. But it doesn't stop there. With the development of the DRDO Very Short-Range Air Defense System, SHORADS, the military is taking air defense to the next level. All IMVs will be equipped with these short-range air defense systems, providing an additional layer of protection against aerial threats like drones or low-flying aircraft. So, in essence, the integration of IMVs with advanced weaponry and air defense systems showcases the military's commitment to enhancing its capabilities for modern warfare. It's not just about having vehicles to move troops anymore. It's about having versatile platforms ready to tackle any challenge on the battlefield, from ground threats to aerial incursions. Currently, the Indian Army operates a mix of vehicles, including 200 Caspers, originally from South Africa, alongside 1,400 OFB mine-protected vehicle and over 1,000 Mahindra Marksmen. These vehicles predominantly operate in the challenging terrain of the Kashmir Valley. However, considering the diverse operations and terrains across which the Indian Army operates, these numbers fall short. To address this gap, recent inductions include the Mahindra Armado, Tata QRFE, and Kalyani M4, primarily deployed in Ladakh. For instance, the Army has ordered 1,300 Mahindra Armados for 1056 crore rupees, with 250 already delivered, and plans for additional orders are under consideration. A few Armados have been deployed in the valley following a recent ambush on an Army vehicle. Recognizing the evolving security landscape, the Army issued a Request for Information (RFI) to acquire 1,200 4x4 protected mobility vehicles, 800 light armored multipurpose vehicles, and 375 light bulletproof vehicles. These initial numbers may expand post-induction to meet operational demands. Additionally, approximately 200 8x8 armored personnel carriers, APCs, are also said to be acquired. The question of adequacy arises: are the current numbers sufficient, or will additional procurements be necessary? While the current fleet is sufficient for present requirements, future scenarios demand anticipation. Taking back POK is not a matter of if but when. It's inevitable, and signs suggest it could happen within this decade. However, the aftermath won't be easy. POK is a challenging terrain, similar to that of the urban warfare scenarios faced in the Kashmir Valley. Yet, it might be even more difficult due to the preparedness of Pakistan. In POK, Pakistan has already fortified its defenses, anticipating India's move. They may attempt to disrupt Indian operations by supplying weapons through tunnels or hiding arms for future use. However, India's security forces are not oblivious to these threats. They've encountered similar challenges before and are prepared to neutralize them. The world's best counter-insurgency force, the Rashtriya Rifles, stands ready for the task. With over 25 years of experience and a remarkable record of neutralizing militants, they are a formidable force in fighting terrorism. Their expertise will play a crucial role in tackling insurgents in POK. While the skill of our forces is unquestionable, ensuring they have the right equipment is essential. The absence of IMVs has left security forces vulnerable, relying on vehicles ill-suited for the terrain. Patrolling in Maruti gypsies, for instance, presents an easy target for ambushes. To avoid repeating past mistakes, the Indian government and security forces must induct IMVs in large numbers as soon as possible to ensure operational readiness and mitigate risks. In conclusion, the significance of IMVs in modern warfare cannot be overstated. From urban environments to rugged terrains, IMVs serve as versatile platforms, enhancing both mobility and firepower for armed forces. That's it for today. See you in the next video.